And I think a really good way to start the sexual encounter is with typical Wim Hof breathing, right? Where you do rounds of sort of hyperventilation, then hold your breath and get you into this very sort of deep, calm, open state. That's sort of the perfect beginning point for a sexual encounter. But even if you don't do that, or whether or not you do it, while you're in the sexual encounter, it's important to keep your breath slow and calm. You're going to be breathing through the nose. You're just going to do a lot of things. One is it's going to increase your nitrous oxide, which is going to increase blood delivery throughout your entire body. You're going to feel more alive, more aware, more connected. It's also going to keep you in the parasympathetic state. It's going to keep you calm. And a very important part of that, which is unique to Tantra, is that we actually have erectile tissue in our nose here. We have it in our nipples, in our genitals, and in our noses. And if you keep breathing through your nose, that's a way of ensuring that erectile tissue stays calm, that we don't get to those high levels of excitement that more or less force us to breathe through our mouth and force us to get into that sympathetic state, which is what Tantra is all about avoiding. And when you're doing this deep breathing, the diaphragmatic breathing, you're actually massaging not only your internal organs, but two parts of your body that are incredibly important here. One is the psoas and the other is the solar plexus. The solar plexus is up here, the psoas is down here, at the sort of the top and the bottom of the diaphragm. And these are 2 points where tension is stored. Our body stores stress, tension, fear, and if we breathe deeply, anytime we breathe deeply, we're massaging those lightly, but we're massaging them. We're allowing them to open, to relax, to release that fear, and to take the next step forward, which is into love. But while you're breathing, you want to visualize as well. This is really important. You can visualize a sort of golden energy or heat or whatever it is, but the energy movement in Tantra is always going to be up from the genitals. Well, not even the genitals, below the genitals, the perineum, the mula bandha, as it's called in yoga, sort of right in between the anus and the genitals. That's sort of the starting point, and it's from there it's going to move up through your spine, up into your head, and down your front, right? And it can move up on the inhale or on the exhale, either one, but the movement is going to be tied with your breathing. And just experiment and see which one works best for you. And it's really important, not just in sort of the end game when you're really close to an orgasm, but throughout the sexual encounter, try and maintain that focus, try and maintain that visualization going, and it's going to allow you as a man to start moving toward the non-ejaculatory orgasm, right? That orgasmic energy is going to be moved up, and for women as well, that's the step to get that orgasm back up into your spine, into your back, all the way up into your head. And maybe that sounds crazy to you, but it works, right? No one really seems to have any kind of scientific explanation, at least for why that is. But practically speaking, I'd say, don't wait around for the scientists to figure it out. Get going on it, because it's amazing. If you really want to get that energy circulating more, you can do a sort of a hypopressive exercise, or nauli kriya, if you're familiar with that, where basically on the exhale, after you've exhaled and you've got all the air out, you suck your stomach in. I'll get you a close-up on this here. And you push that energy up, not just with your kegels, right? Not just with your PC muscle, but all the way up through your stomach, up into your ribs, and really just shoot that energy up into your head. After you do that, just a few normal breaths, just to get the energy flowing again, and start again on the cycle. It's a really powerful way to help you get that energy circulating and help you moving toward that full body orgasm. So again, this isn't just a mechanical practice, right? If you're familiar with Mantak Chia or a lot of the sort of Taoist versions of Tantra, a lot of times they'll advise you to get sort of as close as you can to an orgasm, and then push your PC muscles as tight as you can, even with your fingers, push in there to stop the ejaculation from coming. And I don't know, I think that's not a very good path to go down. I think it keeps you in the sympathetic state, it keeps you super activated, and in my experience at least, it really prevents you from getting deeper into the tantric practice. For me, the the whole Kegel exercise, the PC contractions, and moving that up into your stomach, into your ribs, is a way to get that energy circulating. You want to do that a good time before you get close to feeling like you're going to ejaculate, or for a woman, a good time before you feel like you're going to orgasm, right? It's about just keeping that circulation going, and actually, it's important that you shouldn't be limiting this just to your sexual practice. Like, you can be doing this throughout the day. You can be, I don't know, on the bus, in your office, on a walk, whatever it is, and just practice visualizing with your breath, circulating the energy. Every once in a while, let all your air out, get that hypopressive energy going, and boom, shoot it up to your head and get that circulating. Make that something normal for you. Make it constant. Then when you're in bed, when you're in these sort of intense moments of pleasure, it's going to be much easier to go back to that, right? Because otherwise what often happens is, we get very, very close to the sort of typical climax, and we say, come on, well, just this one time, I'll do it, right? And again, and again, and again, and we never actually get into the tantric practice, right? So I think it's really important to normalize this, make this a part of your everyday routine, just as you're going about your daily tasks, get that breath circulating, get your energy circulating. So once you've sort of got a handle on this, you can actually take it a step further and cycle that energy through with your partner. Right, so one way to think about this is sort of like an infinity symbol between you and your partner, right? So the energy, you can send it up your spine, up to your head, and down through your partner's front, up through your partner's spine, down through your front, and like this. And if both of you are engaged in that, while you can do both exhaling at the same time, or while you exhale, your partner inhales. Your partner exhales and you inhale, right? And if you can lock into that sort of pattern, it becomes incredibly powerful. The exchange of energy that happens there is just, well, you just have to try it to really understand it. It's incredible. And it moves you into a different realm of connection, a different form of pleasure that is no longer just about you, right? It's about creating pleasure together with your partner, through your partner, and it's very powerful.